As you make yourself comfortable and begin to relax, maybe you can focus on the rhythm of your breathing, the slow rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. Just allowing that breath to take you deeper, following the flow of that relaxation. And perhaps if you relax here, you've found that the night air feels a little different, thicker, softer, shadows lengthening, and the quiet of this moment seems to gather around you like a gentle cocoon. And most people have had nights when, despite the coziness of their bed, their mind wakes, alert and restless, searching for a way back to the comfort of sleep. And as you simply allow yourself to notice the feeling of your body supported beneath you, it can be easy to drift into a sense of comfort right where you are for just a little while longer. And you might compare this time of night to finding yourself beside a calm, moonlit lake. The surface so still that when you pause you might sense quiet ripples of calm spreading outwards from the center. And just as you might watch a pebble slip beneath the gleaming waters, layers of awareness drift down, dissolving into darker, deeper pools. You may feel the air itself grow softer, cooler against your skin, and perhaps every breath draws you closer to softness, as if you're gliding weightlessly beneath the stars, safe and relaxed, cradled by the gentle pull of nighttime. And isn't it interesting how sometimes when we awaken in the middle of the night, the mind seems to cast out, searching, as if it's forgotten how natural it can be to return to that lake of calm. There's a story that floats quietly through these hours of a traveller who finds themselves restless at the water's edge. They try to force the surface to be still, imagining they can command the ripples to disappear. And eventually, they lean back, listening to the symphony of crickets, the faint lapping of water, and they let their gaze soften, discovering that letting go of trying is the only way the lake becomes glassy again. And you can understand that the very part of you watching for sleep is the part that's wide awake. And yet, there's always another part of you that knows how to rest deeply, guided by instinct and ancient memory. And as you imagine those gentle ripples fading, you might recall times when your body simply slipped back into sleep before your thoughts even knew it was possible. And the more you try to make sleep happen, the more you notice the absence of it. But what happens if you allow yourself to be curious about drifting close to sleep instead of chasing it away? And some people have found that just listening to the rhythm of their own breathing, like watching the silver mist curl and vanish above the lake, guides the mind into softer places. Each rise and fall of the chest a signpost, marking the way down to those quieter, deeper currents. And there's a comfort too in knowing that even on a restless night, the body takes what it needs. And you may begin to notice that relaxation finds its own way, spontaneously and without force. And you might reflect on how the night sky embraces every restless animal, every noisy thought, the way a lake accepts every falling leaf without concern. And even if some part of you feels unsettled, another part of you may be wiser, maybe simply more tired, can invite safety and ease, neither pushing nor pulling, just letting things be. And as you recall the feeling of the cool night air, the gentle hush of water, just consider what it's like to sink in your own way back into that peaceful depth. And when you're ready, it can be just right to welcome sleep to find you, as naturally as a ripple becomes part of a smooth surface again. And as this story of the traveller and the lake becomes a quiet memory, the sound of my voice may slowly fade, like the distant echo of an owl or the brush of the wind in the trees, while the body remembers its way home to rest. And now perhaps it feels good to notice your hands, your arms, your legs resting where they are. Feel the gentle pressure of your body supported and sense the air in the room. With your eyes closed, you can return to a gentle awareness, carrying with you a lingering softness from the lake, as if you've just emerged from a soothing dream. Just allowing your body to shift into a place of deep relaxation, ready for sleep, returning to that moment just before your body fades into the background. And as your body drifts gently towards sleep, you may notice in the nights ahead that you find it easier and easier to return to sleep whenever you wish. Like the natural rhythm rediscovered, the more you welcome rest, the more your body remembers how good it feels just to let go. And this ease can emerge in the background, surprising you as you slip gently back to sleep.